What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of I Know Chris. And today on the show, my friends, we're going to be cooking some ribeye steaks on the Weber Cutter Grill. Yes, we are. I said steaks, my friend. Woo! Looky, looky. That's what I'm talking about. We got some USDA choice premium cut Angus steak ribeye steaks. Now, you cook whatever you want. Some people like cooking New York strips. Some people like sirloin. I mean, it's whatever you want. I love ribeyes. I put these up from my local store, and for two of these was like $22.90. Yes, for two of these. 22. Get a close look at that. $22.90. Yes, that's what I pay for them. Beef right now is kind of high because they say freaking hackers hacked into a beef plant. I don't know. Hackers ain't got nothing else better to do to hack into a beef plant. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we had to pay a little bit up for these steaks because we got the premium. That means the steak quality should be extra tender and delicious for this ribeye steak. We're going to be cooking to 145 degrees. If you cook your ribeye steak anything past 145, it's fine. If you like it, well done. But a true steak eater, this is my opinion, 145 is going to give you much more flavor, tenderness, and you're going to enjoy your steak a lot better. Now today we will be using Dale's. Now this is Dale's steak seasoning. You also use it on other meats, but this has a little bit of a high salt content. And if you don't like salt, you don't want to put this on it. But it also adds so much flavor. So we're going to definitely put the Dale's on there today. And then we're just going to hit it with, bam, salt and pepper, my friends. But we're going to put the salt and pepper on there after we let this sit in the marinade in a zip bag about 15 minutes. Now, some people put it in the refrigerator, let it sit overnight. That is going to be too salty, in my opinion, if you put it in Dale's. It's going to be way too much salt, sodium is going to sit into the meat, and you're probably not going to like it unless you really love salt. But 15 minutes, I recommend you take your steaks out, put them in a zip bag with the Dale's. You might flip the bag over to make sure it's getting an even marinade on it. For about 15 minutes, and at room temperature in your kitchen. Don't put it back in the refrigerator. Because when your steaks go on the grill, I want them at room temperature. Now, some people may disagree with that. You do what you want to. I know Chris cooks steaks. He knows what he's doing. Trust me. Cook plenty of them. You don't get food poisoning or nothing like that. Some people, oh no, it's been out too long. Trust me, it'll be fine. So like I said, I'm going to show you real quick. We'll bring the camera down, just let you see me putting the marinade in the bag, putting the steaks in there, getting the marinade, and we'll come back. We'll put salt and pepper on them after we take them out the marinade. Because if you put salt and pepper in the marinade bag, it's just going to float around. It's probably not going to stick to your steak. It's kind of wasteful. So when we take it out, just lightly salt because this has a lot of sodium in it already. But we're going to definitely put the black pepper on it because I love me some pepper on steak. And then we'll go out there to the Weber Cutter Grill, get it going, throw these babies on there, sear them on both sides, and then we'll flip and flop them about 4 or 5 times to 145. That's when I'm going to take them off. That's my preference. That's medium rare. I don't really want to go over that. I have before, but you know, if I do, that's okay. But shoot for 145. So let's get this baby rolling. Let me bring y'all down low. Let y'all see what's going on. Stay tuned. Okay, as you can see, we got our ribeye steaks. Yeah, we do. And we got our Dale's. We're going to take these steaks, we're going to put it in a bag. Just like so. That big boy in there. Get your butt in there, boy. Now, usually I wouldn't cook 2 of these, but I'll probably eat one tonight and eat one tomorrow. So we're going to put them in there, and they both fit in there perfectly, just like so. So there you can see, we got them in the zip bag, but we definitely want to get our marinade in there now. So like I said, we're going to go with the Dale's, because that's what I prefer to marinate with. You may not get Dale's, and if you can't, just salt and pepper your steaks. Let them sit out, come up to room temperature, then throw them on your grill. It's going to be tasty. It's hard to beat a ribeye steak, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get this Dale's open. We're going to pour some in the bag and let it start sitting up. All right, let's go ahead and pour this Dale's in there. Like I said, this is one of my favorite marinades. Some people use Worcestershire sauce, which is fine. Some people even like soy sauce. It's all in what you like. We're going to pour a good bit in there, because we're going to let this sit flat. That marinade is going to soak into that meat. Now what I'm going to do, only thing I'm going to do different, you see that marinade in there? Make sure you have a good zip bag. You do not want to mess in your kitchen. That would not be good. But you can see, look there. Kind of work that. That marinade is already sitting in there. Push that marinade in there. Push that marinade in there. Okay, this is not, it's not cheering program, Chris. I know Chris lost his mind. He's doing a cheering program. Cheer, cheer, here we go, rub your steak. No. Flip it around. I'm gonna rub it again. Just kind of working that marinade in. And that meat's gonna absorb that. It's just like any meat. If you put a liquid in there, it's gonna start absorbing that. So yeah, you can see I'm flipping it 2 or 3 times here. Kind of let that work in. There we go. Now I'm gonna just let this sit here on the counter, and I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna go ahead and get that Weber kettle grill set up, put some charcoal in it. It's not gonna take a lot to cook 2 steaks like this. You don't have to fill your whole grill up, and we'll get to that in a few minutes when we get outside. But yeah, just that's all you gotta do. You know, once I get the charcoal started, I may come in here and flip this one more time like this and just kind of push the flavors of that marinade in there. Woo! But trust me, it's like a sponge, absorbing that up. And as it sits here, it's gonna suck more and more of that marinade into it. And like I said, if you don't have this, you can use Worcestershire sauce or any sauce that you like. And if you don't want to use none at all, salt and pepper on the ribeye steak, it's perfectly fine. Let it come at the room temperature, sitting out while your grill's getting ready, good and hot, and go from there. That's pretty much all you gotta do. So let's get outside and get that Weber kettle grill going. Bring y'all up here. This crazy person right here. With this crazy person right here, bring y'all up. We're gonna get outside, get that Weber kettle grill going. And we'll get our tasty on. Might drink some cracking rum today. Wait a minute. All right, have some drinks today. Wait a minute. All right, have some drinks today. Cut. Make that repeat. All right, have some drinks today. Feeling a little lit, but that's okay. I know Chris can get away with that. Because I'm a professional drinker. Don't do this. Don't drink and drive neither. Mexico. All these bloopers going to the end. But anyway, yeah, we're going to move outside. Get y'all straight. We're going to move outside and we're going to, let me get y'all. We're going to move outside. We're going to get that Weber kettle grill lit and hot, my friends. And then the party's going to start. And may have to pour up some cracking. Now, I want to get this done before rain moves in because that is going to suck. I said suck. S-U-C-K. If that rain comes in and knocks my grill out before I can get these on, because then I'll be forced to put them in a pan, and I do not want to pan sear these on the stove. You can, but I really want that charcoal cooked. So I'm going to run outside real quick and get that charcoal lit so we can get this going. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, we're going to get some salt and pepper on these real quick. Just a little bit of salt. Because like I said, that Dell's has a lot of sodium in it, so you don't go too crazy with that. Now if you wouldn't do with Dell's, you can put a lot of salt on here. Be fine. We're going to go heavy on the pepper. Trying to beat the rain, my friends. It is coming, and I am trying to beat it. And I will, as usual. Get peppered on both sides, really good. Like so. Bugs are flying around, but that's South Georgia for you. Cover this back up real quick. Alright guys, we got the steaks stowed up here. We're going to give them about 4 minutes on each side to sear, and then we're going to flip them, and then we'll move them over here off the direct heat. There you see the charcoal's on one side, and we'll let them cook kind of a little slowly. Probably flip them 4 or 5 times till I get them up to 145 degrees temperature. And then we're going to give it a little taste. It's going to be tasty. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, yeah, see now we moved it off the direct heat, so it's up to the back of the hole. The coals up here, the hot coals, we'll move it off to the back. Tension it off. Keep the steaks good and juicy and not burnt. for 145. What we're looking for, my friends. Looking at 145 there. We got 148 there, so we're good. We're right where we want to be at. I'm gonna show y'all real quick how close y'all can see that. I'm gonna bring y'all in close and let you see real quick. We're into 140. That's where we want to be. 140, 145, 148. All right, guys, there they are. We got them cooking up. We cooked them to 145 degrees temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into one of these real quick for you. Got a storm coming, so ain't better just really sit down and eat these. But I want you to look how tasty that looks. My God, my friends. Can y'all see that? This gonna be some kind of good, y'all. Give it a little taste. It's delicious, my friends. As always. Got another piece off. Like I said, I like my medium rare. I know some people, they don't like theirs medium rare. But for ribeye steak, that's the only way to cook this. It's medium rare if you ask me, my friends. Let me flip y'all up here real quick. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap this up. 145 degrees, medium rare. Tasty, tasty. Nothing but juicy. That Dale seasoning, if you can get it, marinade, it's perfect. Just a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. It's delicious. You chew it up very easy. That's what happens when you get a premium choice ribeye. It's gonna cook up like that. So pay a little extra, but you get a dang good steak. So until the next time, my friends, you know what you gotta do. If you want to, you can hit that subscribe button, hit that join button if you want to hit the join button, join up. Got a level for $1.99, also at $4.99. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't like the content. Until the next time, you know what you gotta do, right? Stay safe, keep tubing. We'll catch you later.